Hi, this is Carolyn, and Aaron is here with me, and this is part 3 to our conversation with 17-time Grand Slam champion Gigi Fernandez. If you haven't listened to part 1 or part 2, we hope you'll go back and listen. In this episode, you'll learn how you can have Gigi Fernandez actually come to your local club, also the skill that she credits with helping her win multiple Grand Slams. So here it is.
So are you doing are you just staying in the Tampa area now, or are you still doing, like, I saw some, like Carolyn and I, we're on the East Coast, so we could drive to, I saw you've maybe had some scheduled in Maryland or maybe somewhere else on the East Coast.
So I travel, for now I've been traveling around the country and doing clinics. I do one-day clinics at clubs. And for that, I come to your club and I spend pretty much all day there from 8 to 3. And I do 1 hour and 45-minute clinics with groups of 8. And I do 3 of those, and then we all have lunch. And lunch, I tell stories and talk about the mental toughness in tennis. So those are pretty popular. I go, I'm trying to hit all 50 states, and I was doing really well, and then this darn COVID hit. So yeah, but COVID, hopefully everybody will get vaccinated soon, and life will continue, and it'll be a blip in the radar, right?
Right.
I hope.
A couple good things have come out of it. This podcast was started because Carolyn and I were not playing with our friends, and we still wanted to talk about tennis, and we wanted to talk to our friends about tennis. So we've kept it up now. It's going on. We're at like 45 episodes now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you always have a guest like me?
Not famous like you, but all
Not famous.
Well, and the difference in our podcast than a lot of other podcasts we really are just 2 moms that play tennis. I didn't start playing till I was 40. So I've only been playing 8 going on 9 years. So it's kind of just like the adult recreational tennis, like real life stories, kind of thing. We're not experts. We're so happy to have someone like you on that is an actual expert, but we have local pros and we have a lot of our friends and we have funny stories and that sort of thing. So
that's great.
It's just been fun. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. And also because of COVID is where I found you and your online products. I mean, now's the time to take all these online products. Yeah, because I wasn't playing tennis at all to begin with for a while. And it really, I got better from not playing tennis by just taking your class.
Well, that's what's great about what I teach, because it's not, you don't have, when you come to my camp, I don't touch technique. We do like, the first day we do 1 hour of technique with volleys and overheads, where I give you my ideas of how you should volley and hit overheads. But the rest of the camp is all tactical and strategic. It's all where you're standing, what shot you're hitting, shot selection. Why did you hit that shot? Where should it have gone? Why did you get in trouble enough points? So it's all very tactical and strategic based. So you get improved. In 3 days, you will be a better doubles player.
Yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit about the diaphragmatic breathing? How you use that?
Yeah. So do you guys do yoga? So basically, it's a Ujjayi breath in yoga. So you go in. I call it throat breathing. So you like. And then when you breathe out, you make a Darth Vader sound like, I don't know if you can hear that, but yeah. So, and it's really deep, because most people, when you breathe normally, you're using 1/3 of your lungs. When you breathe from the diaphragm, you get the oxygen all the way through your lungs. But if you take a breath like that, that's 1/3 of your lung. It has to be like from the diaphragm or from your throat. So over time, I became really efficient I would do 2 breaths per minute. So it's in 15 seconds, out 15 seconds, in 15 seconds. And that takes some practice. It's not something I was learn knowing how to do, but with practice, you achieve it. And what it does is really lowers your blood pressure, lowers your heart rate, calms you down. You get more oxygen in your muscles, in your blood. So you don't cramp as much, you don't get as tired. It has a lot of benefits. So really.
In through the nose, out through the nose.
Yeah, in through the nose, out through the nose, deep.
And you would use this on the tennis court?
Yeah, I would do it beforehand. I would do it on the changeovers. And then if I was super nervous between points, like I was as I was walking around to the next point, I would do like 1 breath. I mean, you only have 25 seconds. So there's not a lot of time, but mostly in the changeovers, because you cannot, it's hard to do it when you're like out of breath, right? Because if you're like, it's hard. So usually between points, you're sucking wind and you just it's hard to do. But on the changeovers and beforehand, yes.
Are you going to start that?
And
Carolyn?
meditating was the other thing that.
Yeah,
meditation. I don't know if you all meditate, but that was the other thing that really taught me, especially for people who are kind of type A or a little bit more on the hyper side. That it's really, really helpful because what the skill that meditation taught me was how to change one thought for another without judgment or emotion. And that, if you can imagine in tennis, how valuable that is, because you change one thought, which could be like, I can't believe I missed that ball, or I can't believe my partner missed that ball. I can't believe I just blew match point. And you change that thought for another, which is, I got to win the next point, and have no judgment or emotion around it. So you're able to remove all that negative energy. And because when you meditate, you're supposed to focus on your mantra for 20 minutes without your mind wavering. But of course, that's impossible. And your mind is constantly wavering. And at first I would get really mad. It was like, oh God, I'm thinking about something. And then over time, you start to learn how to just bring your mind back and not be upset about it. And it really taught me how to handle. I was super, I had a lot of anger. When I was young, I was like fiery. So it really taught me. John McEnroe could have used some meditation. Put it that way.
Carolyn, because you used to take rackets, right? Didn't you used to break rackets?
I used to break a lot of rackets.
Gigi, and now.
Yeah, but I mean, listen to this. When I learned to meditate in April of '92, and I won the French Open in May, Wimbledon in July, the Olympic gold medal in Barcelona in August, the U.S. Open in September, the championships in November, and the Australian Open in January, all within 6 months from learning how to meditate and how to do diaphragmatic breathing. Yeah, it totally changed my life.
Oh my gosh, I'm going to get off this call right now and start.
Start meditating.
I'm going to win all my adult recreational matches from now on.
We're going for Grand Slam now, Erin. It's going to be us now. We've got it.
Adult recreational.
What you said about is not a Grand Slam. It is your Grand Slam.
Right.
What is your Grand Slam? For most recreational players, it's like going to nationals, right? You guys want to go to nationals?
Yes.
USTA League Nationals, right?
Yeah.
So you start preparing for that, and you will have a Grand Slam moment, which for you will be making it to USTA Nationals. You never know.
Thanks again to Gigi. We had so much fun talking with her. If you go to our show notes, we have links to her website, and that is where you can sign up for her listserv, her online courses, and her camps. Going to Gigi's camp is now on my bucket list. So if anyone out there listening has been, we would love to hear from you. You can message us on our Facebook page, which is Second Serve Podcast. Thanks so much for listening, and hope to see you on the courts soon.